Well, hello there, people in the internet, and hello again. I am TheMBmulti, and welcome back to my Let's Play Dwarf Fortress, and this is part 69, I believe. Whoops. In the last episodes, I was busy building the... Oh yeah, I was making a big expansion to the Pantheon down here. We've almost dug out all the rooms now. It was a bit of an annoying progress, because... a lot of these stones, as you can see, are damp. Well, especially this, which we had to dig out. Because of the water area that I made up here. So I kind of made it hard for myself. But other than that, it worked pretty fine. And this episode we're going to continue working here on the Pantheon. And we're also going to do some more work here outside. Because I actually have developed a plan for extra outside defenses. Which will be the final addition to the outside defenses of our fortress. The final... addition to the defenses of my fortress in general, actually. So, yeah, also right here we are... construction inactive. Yeah, right here we are building the walls of the tower. So we're doing a load of work, as usual. The windmill's still going, so that's all nice. Yeah, still don't really know what I'm gonna do with those lakes of water. I believe I can build a road over it. If you can find where paved road is, which is O. I believe I can just do stuff like this. What do you mean disconnected? Oh, there's a tree in the way. Yeah, I need a bunch of tree chopping duties to be assigned in this area here. Because we need to make a lot of room. Because what I'm planning to do is I'm going to extend these two walls right here. I'm going to extend them and then I'll make like an area over here. There will be a normal gate, a 3-wide gate that will just go here. Possibly I'll make another moat in front of it, not sure though. And there will be another bridge here which I can raise. That's like the main gate. And there are going to be 2 doors on either side. And they will, well, not doors, just openings where... if we're under siege, the goblins can just walk through. But in those those doorways will be connected to a very small hallway, which will go like zigzag all throughout the building, and that will be completely filled with traps. So they'll just walk zigzag through there, and they'll be chopped to death by all kinds of traps. And when they make it out here, my crossbowmen will have moved in the tower. And we've raised the bridges so they can't actually take this tower. So basically, if they want to capture my fortress, they have to walk through either this. There will be 2 hallways, one on each side of the regular gate. They have to move through the one of the 2 hallways full of traps. Then they have to capture this tower here. Then they have to actually make it inside here. Inside like the big castle. Then they have to go all the way down. Then we'll obviously have also raised these bridges. Then they have to go through this hallway of pain, past the ballista, and only then will they reach my fortress. And even when they do reach it over here, I will raise this bridge and I can have crossbow guys over here. But I do not expect them to come this far, ever. So yeah, this will be my new front line of defense. An extra wall outside here. It will be like a kind of a big building. I'm planning also to make this wall 2 blocks high. 2 Z levels high, and then possibly also put fortifications and a floor alongside it, so they can have crossbows on the sides there. But yeah, there is a pretty decent construction wall there. So first I'm filling in the corners, and after that I'm doing the rest. Right, so the Pantheon is coming along nicely. I haven't made any temples for this, right? No. I still have to put a chair in there. And then I have to wait for more chairs. Smooth stone. And I want you guys to smooth everything. Up until there, because the other area isn't finished just yet. So smooth everything. Can give the engravers something nice to do. Yeah, and at the end that will go down to the graveyards, which is going to be here. Mortuarium or whatever. Mausoleum is the word I was looking for. And I will also move the graves of the nobles down there, because as you can see the nobles have 2 graves. I've got 2 nobles, 2 baronesses. Or 2 baronies. Don't know whether both are baronesses or not. I know one is, which is Amy. This is Extra Awesome Gaming. This is Amy yes, she is the Baroness. I don't know whether Extra Awesome Gaming is a Baron or a Baroness, but it doesn't really matter. There's a mandate. The export of crowns is prohibited. Okay, sure. Doesn't really concern me. What the hell is that? There's some miasma going on there. What is here? Oh, rotten stray mule full corpse. Okay. Get rid of that then. I've struck Galena, as I've done many times before. But yeah, these graveyards over here, they're full. Well, not all of them, not all of the burial receptacles are used, but all of them are, all the spots are occupied. So, I'm planning to remove this tomb here, fill this also with some burial receptacles. Same thing with this area, fill this with burial receptacles, and maybe some areas down here as well, and then we can move the rest down towards where the actual thing is. Towards the Pantheon, where we will be burying all of our dead from now on. Because we'll have an entire Z layer fully dedicated to burial stuff. Which is this one here. We'll make a bunch of these huge chambers everywhere, and we'll make huge intersections and stuff like that, so. Right, so we have... Oh, a scholar is visiting, okay. So yeah, we got a lot of things to do. And all the time in the world to do it, actually. I'm guessing that alright, so let's check whether we can actually make the paved roads. Oh, we can't for some reason. I don't know what disconnected means. We can make it like this. Wait, what if we... Can we do that? Oh, we can make it in separate sections. Okay. So in that case... We need to build a paved road there. Use chest. And then another paved road, which is... like that. That should just fit in there, and then make that out of schist as well. Schist? Hello? Oh, there you are. There, alright, so that's the roads, and then build... Oh shit. Build construction wall. We'll just make the wall... run here. Only schist for the walls. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Designate. I need tree chopping to happen at least over there. And while I'm at that, I might as well remove those and that one as well. Build construction wall. This connects to there. There. And then the final piece to connect this part. There. Right, so that entire section is now connected to each other. Needs wall/floor construction. Okay. Designate. I also need you guys to dig out this part, and I need you guys to remove ramps. Remove ramps, which is Z. There. Just to prevent the goblins from climbing over. What I could also do is connect up another, because I want to make the wall 2 blocks high, and then connect the castle tower like this. Same thing with there, just connect it like that. Because otherwise I think the goblins can just go over here and jump down. I've never actually seen them doing that, but just to make sure. So yeah, and then we'll make like a pretty wide area, so probably the other side of the wall will be over there. And then this entire area will have like a second layer up here where the dwarves can actually walk around. And as I said, there will be a drawbridge over there, which we can raise to make sure that the goblins won't actually just walk through the front door. And then after that, we can just allow them. They will force them, I mean, to walk through the regular way. Also, yeah, that reminds me. Of course, they do need an exit, because otherwise they won't walk through the hallway of pain. So I'll just make a. The exit will be right next here. So, no, I said remove. Oh, yeah, remove construction, which is N. No, remove designation. No. Oh, I think we need to cancel it like this. Hang on a minute. Yeah, remove building. There. And then the same thing. There, remove. Build construction wall. So, yeah, I think that'll be alright. Make it a little bit shorter. Hang on a minute. So this. Oh, whoops. If I do it like that, then this will be wall. The entrance will be here. So there, and then you'll have to walk through. We'll be walking there. Skip that. Walk there. Skip that. Walk there. Skip that. Walk there. Skip. No, it needs to be one longer than that. Fuck. Construction. If you know what I'm talking about, just bear with me. Once everything is built, it will make a lot of sense, hopefully. I will make it longest, just to see, so that'll be wall. Walk through that, skip that, 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 walk through that. Alright, this is the good length. All schist. In there, schist. We'll be using a lot of schist. This will be the beginning, so it's not really necessary to. Alright. It should, in theory, work out perfectly. No, it won't, because I need... Because it won't work out perfectly, actually. Because this has to be up here, and then the entrance is there. Okay, so the entrance has to be all the way down, instead of all the way next to here. Which is fine. Also, designate, we need... Oh shit, not that many, but we need all of these trees removed. Construction wall. We need to build the wall there, and then we need to build there. Yeah, that works out. Oh, excuse me. So I'm just designating a whole lot of wall building right from the beginning. Oh, we also need to remove this, because that's where the walls are going to line up. So basically what I'm... Alright, so yeah, I can unpause to let the dwarves do their shit, and that we can actually... So I can actually explain to you guys what I'm doing here. So, as you can see, this... it may be a little bit hard to see because not everything is built yet, but what I'm trying to do here is I'm making the zigzag hallway here, which I will fill with traps once it's done. Actually, I need to select the guy to make a whole bunch of silver giant X-blades and stuff like that, but that can be done in a second. So yeah, as you can see, here is where the main gate is going to be. This will just be the 3 wide... I actually do need them to hurry up with the... We'll remove this part of the wall. Oh, where the hell are you going? I'll remove this part of the designation. The reason is because it's spring and I'm waiting for the Alvin caravan to arrive, and the trade depot is there. And otherwise, when the wall is there, they won't be able to cross because this is water, and the road isn't done yet. So they will be saying we cannot access the site, and they will just leave. But now they can actually walk around here. Actually, still, I think because of the moat, it's still kind of impossible for them to go over here. So, the long and short of it is that the dwarves need to fucking hurry up with doing this. We need architecture for that. Why the hell did you go all the way down to the right? That's just ridiculous. Anyway, I just hope that the dwarves will finish that road very soon, because it's very useful. And also, otherwise the guys won't come over here, I don't think. But yeah, this is where the main entrance to the fortress is going to be. There will be a bridge here, just like here, which doesn't cross any water, but it's just like acts as a door, which we can raise so that the fucking goblins can't actually come through here. And that will be the main gate, and then this will be like this 3 wide area, especially for caravans. Will just be very nice. Just walk through here, nothing wrong, and then go there to the trade depot. This hallway on the side here, as you can see, it's zigzags. Go through there and there. It serpentines through, and I see that I already have made a mistake. There. Oh. There we go. So yeah, this hallway, as you can see, it's serpentines. My mouse is going where the hallway is going to go. It serpentines through the building, because this is going to be a pretty big building. There will be another layer up here. There will be fortifications and possibly also a spot for my crossbowmen to stand. Or maybe I'll put some onagers over there, who knows. Catapults or ballistas. But this will be the, like, quote-unquote secret entrance to the fortress. Because what's going to happen is, I'm going to once the goblins attack, I will raise this bridge immediately. And it doesn't matter if anyone is outside, because the dwarves can still walk through the traps without triggering them. Because that's just how the game works. Yeah, the dwarves will not trigger the stonefall traps or the weapon traps or cage traps. So I can raise this thing immediately, so that the dwarves can just get in without any problems whatsoever. Hopefully not many will be outside, of course, but that's always the case when the goblins attack. Always someone is outside. But yeah, when I raise this bridge, the goblins can't actually enter my fortress through the easy way, which is just through here, of course. But the goblins will just search for any path that they can use to get towards my fortress. And there is actually a path. There will actually be 2 paths, which will be over here, which is the zigzag path that is inside the building. So the goblins will think, aha, we can still go here. And there we go. There's the elven caravan. Right, this is also a perfect opportunity for me to test out if we can increase our exported wealth. So it's very good that the elven caravan is here. But anyway, the goblins will see that they actually can reach my fortress still, because I will leave these bridges down, because otherwise they just won't come at all. And I will raise this and leave these down, and the goblins will think, oh, hey, we can still go here, we just need to go through this hallway. But what I'll just do, I'll fill this hallway completely with weapon traps, stonefall traps, maybe some cage traps as well. Just all the traps in the world will be in this hallway, and the goblins will just go la 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 la, they'll walk through there and they'll be chopped to bits. Oh, and the elven diplomat has arrived. Well, he won't be happy with all the tree chopping I just did like a couple seconds ago, but tough shit. Also, I need to make sure that this is not built, because that's where the goblins have to exit. So yeah, this one will be completely filled. Of course, I will only work on one first, so I bet this will be the first one. This one will be closed for now. And once this is done... Yeah, first I will fill this one completely with traps. And once this is completely filled with traps, I'll fill that one with traps. And, of course, I won't allow the goblins to walk through here, because here there are no traps in here. So, it would be kind of stupid to leave this open, because then the goblins will just go this way, and then all my traps down here will be useless. So yeah, the elven caravan is actually coming through this little gap in the wall that I haven't finished. But yeah, that's the plan here. This will be my front line of defense will be, and also it doesn't really matter when there's a whole lot of corpses down here. It will be kind of annoying when it's over there, but not as much over here. So yeah, they have to walk through this hallway of pain. That they have to conquer this forward outpost. They have to get inside of the castle, and then they have to walk all the way down towards the second hallway of pain, and then only then the goblins can actually kill me. But I can guarantee you they won't reach me, they won't get to me that far. Right, so the merchants have arrived, which is very good. So yeah, this will be the... I completely forgot that the elves don't actually have a huge baggage train. The dwarves do. They have like a huge, actual huge carts that come over, but the elves do not. They just have oxen where they put all the stuff on. So yeah, this will be my perfect opportunity to check. I'll save the game here, just in case that I've done something wrong, because I need to increase my exported wealth. So I read up on this a couple weeks ago. I believe I explained it in the video as well. But yeah, the whole reason why I want exported wealth is because it requires me to get stuff later on. Increasement of the barony, because currently we're a barony with 2 baronesses, with 2 baronies. But there are improvements that you can make. For example, the upgrade for Baron is a Count, and after that there is a Duke, I believe, which is the next level up. And of course the biggest level is a Monarch. But the Monarch, I can already get a Monarch right now, because you need to wait for the Dwarven caravan to arrive and offer them a whole bunch of stuff and nothing in return, and then you will get a Monarch to come over, with also a certain amount of people that are in your fortress. But a Duke and a Count require a certain amount of population, a certain amount of created wealth, and a certain amount of exported wealth. And, of course, I already have the amount of population. Oh, whoops, I did not mean to do that. As you can see, I got 256, and the requirements is like about 100 max or something, so there's nothing to worry about. Everyone is moving schists over, that's pretty funny. As you can see, I also have I almost have 2 million exported wealth, but I have 0 exported wealth. I've got like 2 million created wealth, and I've almost, but I've got 0 exported wealth. And exported wealth is one of the factors that is required for counts and dukes to arrive in your fortress. So I'm trying to get that up, and I looked on the wiki, and according to the wiki you need to sell them a whole bunch of stuff and ask very little in return, and that is how you can get exported wealth up. Alright, still no justice, that's good. So I will be requesting a trader at the depot, and you need to move some goods over here. We can move some of these bins, because it's all right next to here. There's a whole bunch of barrels and bins apparently. Bunch of very masterfully designed tables, a bunch of leather that I bought, a whole bunch of doors that we can sell. But yeah, I've saved here just in case it doesn't work, or just in case something else bunch of statues, and an extra door. This is just random rocks. And all the logs that we just collected, probably something that the elves won't really be happy about. Also, we should have a whole bunch of mechanisms, so hopefully I can find some. Just thinking, I don't know where because I'm now searching at all the items that I have, which are of course a whole lot. But it would be easier if I could find on category, but I don't really know what mechanisms are on the category from. Oh, I saw weapon racks, statue, diodorite door, hazelwood bin. Couple of doors, take that. Coffer. So keep the beds. A lot of extra beds always useful, so I don't really want to sell any of that. We got a couple of tables. I remember I put the guy on continuously table making. But yeah, hopefully I can find the mechanisms, because mechanisms sell for quite a lot, I remember. Also, if you really want to, well, not really cheat, but it's a very oh, here's some mechanisms. It's not really cheating, but it's just a very easy way of doing stuff. You can buy stuff, of course, from the traders, but if you sell that stuff straight back to another trader, it won't really count as a lot, because basically you didn't do anything, you just bought it and tried to sell it through, and basically the valuable won't be as high, of course. So what you can actually do, look at how many mechanisms I made. I put the mechanic on making mechanisms for a whole long time, just so that I can easily sell that, and also to get rid of a whole bunch of rocks, and that's very useful. So we'll just sell a whole bunch of... oh yeah, I was also busy with that. The coins and the bank. And also this will free up a lot of space in the... that'll be done. That's enough. Also, that will free up a whole lot of space in the mechanic workshop, because the mechanic workshop and now holds all of that, because I believe mechanics are furniture. Not sure though, don't quote me on that. But yes, it is furniture. Look at how many are stored in there. But yeah, not all. No, that's definitely not all of the mechanisms that we have. We have a lot more mechanisms, but all those mechanisms are stored inside the mechanic workshop. See if we go to here. Look at how, yeah, a whole bunch of these are tasked to be moved out. Look at how many mechanisms there are in this single work thing. Like, I don't know how many pages full. And the workspace can actually store a whole lot of stuff. Like a ridiculous amount of stuff you can just store in the workplace itself. But the annoying downside of it is that the more stuff you store in there, the slower the mechanic will work, because it just impedes his work. And also I believe it's also because the game has to remember all the different mechanisms that are in there. So yeah, it is a bit annoying if you keep a whole lot of mechanics in there. So this will free up a whole lot of space. The annoying thing is though, a lot of these guys are... Oh, never mind. A lot of these guys are bringing stuff to depot. Good. But yeah, a whole lot of other people are moving stuff to a building. Look at them. They're all thirsty because they had to carry that schist stone all the way from downstairs all the way up here. It's a little bit annoying because the dwarves will use wheelbarrows to move rocks towards a certain position. Like in a depot. They will move rocks from a depot to a depot with wheelbarrows, but they won't move rocks towards a building site with a wheelbarrow. They have to. That just doesn't work. They only carry the rocks, and that of course slows them down significantly, with the exception of strong dwarves, because some dwarves are very strong, and they don't really slow down as much. So, yeah. There's that. But yeah, as you can see, there are a couple empty spots here in this stone stockpile near the mason's workshop. And I bet some dwarf somewhere has grabbed the wheelbarrow and is now running around grabbing stones. And putting them back in. As you can see, a whole lot of rocks that were previously just lying around in our thing are now gone. So that's really good. So while that's all going on, I might as well just check here to see what's going on. Right, a lot of stuff is still designated for that. Right, so who the hell is this? Colin Engel. I want to see what you're doing there. Excuse me. Oh, wow. So you're a farmer, so you should be in this list somewhere. Colin Engel. Eat. Okay, you're fucking using the temple as your meeting area. That's a bit annoying, but okay. Yeah, for some reason, all my dwarves use the temple as a dining room. Don't know why, but they just happen to do that. Alright, so the diplomat has arrived. 100. Capital Thrust of 100. Fucking hell, they give me title demand all the time. You can grant this request, I guess. Oh, wow, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Yeah, 100 trees butchered. They decrease that number all the time. We're all just the same as ever. Good. Bid you farewell, and then hopefully sometimes we will live in trees instead of the floor. Well, I can keep dreaming elves because we dwarves don't really like the sky. We prefer to stay on the ground. Although I am leading these dwarves to becoming more of an outside society rather than an actual underground society. But okay. Well, of course, our fortress, the location where everybody lives, is still on the ground. But I'm putting more and more work in this upstairs area. So here comes everybody with all the stuff. So a lot of guys are moving stuff to depot, so we will just wait a bit. Everyone that was carrying those rocks is just going to run down towards the well and drink some water, I think, because they're also thirsty. But with all of these guys moving all of the rocks in the world, that also does, on the other hand, give me a lot of extra progress on the walls. So it's always a nice side of things. So yeah, we'll just this is basically going to be our final huge defensive works project, because once this is done, this will be the front line of defense for our fortress. It will be a pretty big investment, of course. A whole lot of resources are going to go into this, especially in the hallways full of traps, because a whole lot of galena has to be melted in order to make all those silver axe blades, the silver giant menacing spikes, and all that kind of crap. But once it's done, I think it will prove me my worth of. It will be completely worth the effort, is what I'm trying to say here. Because basically we don't even have to do anything, because the goblins will just wander through those hallways. They'll be killed, and as we've seen, when about 3 goblins die on the same spot, the weapon trap doesn't work anymore, so they will just keep going. But as you can see, look at how much room we have. Look at how many weapon traps I can fit in there. The entire goblin army will just be destroyed by only those things. And the AI of the goblins they won't ignore it, because that's just the only way to get to my fortress, and they won't ignore that. Still, guys moving stuff to the depot. Of course, moving stuff to the depot is a lot faster because the mechanisms are not that heavy. Or any of the other furniture that are ordered to be hauled, so. The rocks are what's slowing my dwarves down because they have to carry that all the way up here. So yeah, once this area is finished, this outside area, then that's another very big project which is done here. The other big projects that I'm still wanting to make here are the... what's it called? The... oh yeah, the magma pump stack. In order to get a magma forge. Someone cancels the plant seed because he's experiencing emotional shock. That's unfortunate. Between all of the like hundreds and hundreds of dwarves that I can see running around carrying rocks and are extremely thirsty, I can sometimes like see a guy with a mechanism just very quickly running over towards the trade depot and depositing it there and then running away back downstairs to grab another one. Alright, we're getting more and more idlers, so it looks like a lot of the stuff is already being done. Actually, what I could also do is make this a little bit shorter. And then we remove that, and that, and that. Build construction wall. There, because of course the hallway doesn't have to be that long. And that way, I can also do that. And also I can now, it just saves me some time. Because that might just be a little bit overkill. And then also it actually the exit works out now. So that's also pretty cool. Right, so see a lot more mechanisms coming up instead of rocks, so that's a good sign. Still only have a couple idlers, so it means the dwarves are still busy. It's pretty funny how we just talked about minimizing our amount of tree felling, as my carpenter upstairs now is actually chopping down trees. But yeah, I haven't really paid attention to what the goblins, what the elves wanted for the tree chopping. When I actually don't have anything to do upstairs, I try to keep my... Look at that, the goblin entertainer over here is actually helping out building the wall. Because this is one of the goblins that joined our fortress in, I believe, the previous episodes, or something along the... or one of the previous episodes. So it's pretty funny, he's actually helping to build a wall to kill his own kind. Although he, of course, he joined the dwarven side, so he would be considered a kind of a traitor for his what's it called, for his kind, because of course he's helping the enemy. In case of the goblins, of course not for us, because for us it's kind of nice that he's helping us out. Not that it really means a whole lot that he's helping us out. It's just kind of funny. It's not like it's like 15, like it's instant win or anything like that. It's just funny that a goblin joins our fortress and then helps us build a wall to defend against his own army. So yeah, basically what we're doing. Oh wow, what the hell? There's a miner sleeping over there on the outside of the wall. That's a bit weird. So yeah, the trees are being chopped up. The wall was being finished. Alright, we have 29 idlers now, so I barely see anyone move stuff to depot, so I'm guessing everyone's here. I requested a fucking trader at the depot, but why the hell can't we trade anything? Broker can access depot. Well, hurry up then, because where's my broker? Anyway. Topaz Gaming got you. Medical Dwarf is there. Where's the Baron? Yeah, we actually do have two Baronesses. Okay. Well, where's my broker? I saw a broker. There it is. Ah, fucking hell, he's going for a drink. Hurry up then. We've already wasted a whole lot of time waiting for all the guys to finish moving all the stuff here. I would love to... Whoa, what the hell? What the hell was that? Why the hell was our bridge gone? Typical penguins for life kind of drowned, I think. The whiteboard was already dead, but... What the hell? Why the hell did that bridge fucking collapse? That's really weird. I've never had that happen before. Or did they, like, destroy... Or did someone pull the lever? I don't think so, because I see a bunch of wood there. No, no one pulled the lever. That is fucking weird. Okay, G. Build a bridge. Please. Raise direction, which is D. So it raises this way. There. Make it out of hazelwood logs. That's really weird. I have no idea why the hell that happens. Alright, broker, are you here? No, he's still not here, for fuck's sake. Hurry up. Broker, where the hell are you going? Still drinking! I really don't know why the hell that bridge just, like... I guess that it collapsed or something? I have no idea, but... How? Just how? That has never ever happened to me before. Because now all the dwarves are confused because they can't reach anything. Hopefully they haven't suspended all of this. Of course they have. Fucking hell. Dwarves can be extremely annoying. Mostly they just are, actually. They mostly just are really annoying because they suspend everything once they can't reach it. The second that they can't reach it, they suspend it immediately, and then you have to go, oh, and then you just wonder, hey, why the hell aren't they building that? And then it turns out they suspended that like 5 years ago and haven't notified you of it. Or maybe they have. Yes, they have. Okay. Cancels construct building, dangerous terrain. Apparently. But that's it. You see, all the other things were suspended. Like all of these walls, not all of these walls, but a whole lot of these walls, all suspended, and I barely get any message of that. So that's really annoying. Hopefully someone can fucking build that bridge very soon. Someone's just constructing building. Oh yeah, this needs architecture, so that's probably why. Broker's still not back. I'll just have to unpause for a little while to allow him to go back up again, I guess. I did request him at the depot, right? Yes, trader requested at the depot, so he should move up there. The dwarves suspend construction wall. Yeah, they will now suspend everything, I know. Because I still don't know what happened. The bridge just like kind of stopped for some reason, I don't know. The bridge just kind of like stopped existing for a little while. The dwarves are actually still doing this. Look at this. They're actually walking on this ramp here. There's a ramp going from the below side of the moat up against the wall here. So it makes them go still walkable on the Z level. And they walk on this ramp basically with their up until their waist in the wall. So they walk on this ramp. Had to bring the rocks towards the wall so that they can still finish it. Alright, so one of the guys has arrived. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so the miner over there is now going to do architecture on that wall. Bridge, I mean. And I bet we need a carpenter after that. Because it is wood after all. Right, he's now done. I guess it needs carpentry now. Wait, what do you mean fucking construction suspended? Item blocking size. Oh, it's because these rocks are here? For fuck's sake. Oh no. Dump and dump and dump. Why the hell do these fucking dwarves have to make this so difficult? And where the bloody hell is the broker? Trade at depot, good. Move your ass. Oh, there he is. Never mind. He's actually just coming up there. Right, so it'll be a very inconvenient situation for the elves because they can't leave. Anyway, we can trade now, finally. Alright, so first of all, we're just going to grab stuff that we want from them, which is usually not a lot, so that'll be very easy. And then we should give them a fuck ton of profit, and then we should have exported wealth increase. We'll grab some of the foods, which is always nice. We have a bunch of like fruit that they sell. As you can see, pears and plums, apples, pears, stuff like that, which is kind of alright. And that's basically it. We have some splints and crutches. We can buy that, why not? For the hospital. Alright, so now we need to maximize their profits. Well, this statue is fucking extremely expensive. Istro Shootkins. Masterful marble statue of Istro Shootkins, created by Zach Taylor. The item is a masterfully designed image of Istro Shootkins, the human. And Rivrail Sheet Squid, the elf, in marble by Zach Taylor. Really Sheet Squid is striking down Istro Shootkins. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Istro Shootkins by the elf Rihil Squid in the sweet forests in late spring of 176 during the duel of the elf and the human. Okay. Well, probably because it's elven history, they love it somehow, so I will sell them that because we don't really need that. Right, so we have to be careful because you can see they're allowed weight at the bottom right, and once that goes over, they can't carry it anymore. So we can sell you some of these bins. No, that won't make as much money. This will make money. Get rid of that and then add another one of these and another one of these. Right, 54 allowed. Do we have one more 54? Oh, 52 here, that works. Right, so they will make a profit of 5,185, which is a whole lot for all the stuff that I ask. I will actually remove some of the stuff, even, so that they will actually make a whole lot of profit. There. Oh yeah, whoops, of course. When he removed that, then their weight goes up again. Let's buy that. Alright. And then we trade. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes. I've saved, so if it doesn't work, then I can load up again if nothing happens. Seems just static with the trading. Okay, so we stole them a whole bunch of fucking shit. Does that increase? Expert above. It hasn't increased at all. Why? I believe we need to wait for them to actually leave. If I remember correctly, you need to fill up their. You need to give them as much profit as possible, and then safely escort them off the map, and then your export wealth increase. Because of course I haven't really sold it yet because it's still here. But they actually need to leave the map, then it actually counts as exporting. But first we need to wait for the fucking shithead dwarves to remove those 2 fucking rocks so that they can actually build this thing here. This bridge, because everyone else is stuck on the other side now, because this bridge decided to fucking collapse on me for some reason. So the only thing we can do is wait. That fucking miner is now also going along the edge there. Oh, never mind. He's decided not to. Oh no, he comes back at it again. Oh, has he dropped his stone now on this? Yes, he fucking dropped his stone. Fucking don't do that. This just gives me more shit to move over. Is anyone going to dump that or not? I don't see dump item anywhere, so I can't see dump item anywhere. What the hell is going on? Why the hell aren't you guys doing anything? Or did I miss it? Or did I just miss it? There's nothing up like blocking your way through here, so you should just be able to get up here. Someone's moving a rock down there. Alright, what are you? Alright, who the hell is this? Roman Nixon. Roman Nixon, what the hell are you doing? You better be dumping those rocks. Roman Nixon. Store item in bag. Fucking dump those rocks, man! I don't know how many dwarves are stuck upstairs and no one cares. Seriously, no one, and I mean literally no one is dumping those rocks. And I can't build the bridge until those rocks have been dumped. So you should have other jobs. You can go architecture, sure. Hauling, yeah, here, look at that, stone hauling, you should just do that stuff, but no. No, they just drop an extra stone there to make it more annoying, and they just don't do anything. Because when I unsuspend it, and then pause, because otherwise it won't work. There. Cancel, oh, give food. Yeah, they want to give food to something, but they can't because they're stuck upstairs. Why does it need architecture again? We already had architecture applied to it. And now I don't see anyone constructing a building. And again, I love it when the game does not point me towards the right guy. If they suspended it already or something? No, it's just waiting for fucking architecture. Is anyone going to do this? Oh, hang on a minute. There, someone's constructing a building. Someone over there on that side. Oh, he's constructing it from the other side now. If you have architecture, okay. Don't know why our Baroness is moving that over there. And there we go. They've suspended it again. Because item blocking sites. Which means we need to fucking remove those 2 rocks. Well, no, I mean 4 rocks. My apologies. But as you can clearly see, no one gives a single living fuck about those fucking rocks. They just don't care. They leave it there. This is just ridiculous. I don't even know why that fucking bridge collapsed in the first place. See, no one cares! No one gives a shit! Everyone just fucking goes with their daily life and they don't care, even though I gave them an order to do something. Here, there's an individual combat drill. Here, these fucking assholes, no job! Well, there's a fucking job outside, but no one just cares. That's a different thing. Unfortunately, I can't tell them to do this now or increase the urgency of the dumping. That's not allowed in the game. I can't do anything about it. I just cannot do anything about it. That's... I really don't understand why they just don't do anything. They can reach it, they can go there, Look at them, they just walked through here. How hard is it to just go over there and grab that? How fucking hard is that? There's no, nothing obscuring the, direction towards the garbage dump, so... If I tell them to dump an item over here? What if I tell them to dump this rock over here? What if I tell you guys to do that? Will you do that? Yeah, what the fuck? Why do you do that one? Just look at him! He instantly does it! But when I fucking ask him to do this, they don't care. You see? No one cares. No one does it. And why? I have no fucking idea! Right, I have to fucking load up the game again, because this is just fucking bullshit. Because for some strange reason, they do not want to pick up this at all. I gave them the order 15 million motherfucking times, and they all ignore me. For some reason, just because fuck off. And because they don't remove this, I can't build a bridge, and now all of these guys are stuck. Merchants will be leaving soon. Well, I wish them a lot of fucking luck, because they cannot actually leave here. Because my ignorant dwarf says, oh great, and now a fucking Tundra Titan arrives. That is just what I need with all my assholes stuck down here. Out here. Alright, I'm gonna quit the game without saving and I'm gonna load it up, because that was total bullshit. Anyway, hope you almost enjoyed the video. We'll be doing the same thing that I did last time with the that I did right now with sending all the stuff towards the elves. Hopefully, we can actually get some exported wealth going, because I haven't noticed anything just yet. Why the hell is all this? Why the hell is all this yellow X's? Does that mean it's is that like a new suspended icon or something? I don't fucking know. Anyway, these dwarves are assholes and dickheads, and I fucking hate them. Right, so that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to be part of the One Army so you never miss any videos. You can do that by clicking the scan that will be of the letter here. Subscribe underneath the video. See you later, ones. Ave.